There's a few gems hidden in here today that we can pull out for ourselves. He starts off by saying, "Heed then no more how body lives or goes. Its task is done. Let karma float it down. Let one put garlands on it, another one kick this frame. Say naught. No praise or blame can be where praiser praised or blamer blamed are one. Thus be thou calm, Sannyasin bold. Say Om, Tat Sat Om." So he's talking about reaching the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to realize your nature, to know who you are. And after that's done, the body can just be tossed off. It's finished. There's no more point to it. Enjoyment of it, of the senses, was never a purpose of life. It was a distraction at best for us. Something that kept us busy and took us a little bit off of the track of our lives. So let it go. And he says, don't be concerned with what happens to it. Don't bemoan the aging. Don't bemoan the creaks and moans of the body as it slowly gains its age. You know, don't identify with it. Let it be. Let it go. Take care of it. Let somebody kick it. You know, no druthers. Because we live in a space where all is one. And where all is one, who is there to blame? Who is there to be blamed? And that's one of the gems that we can walk away from today. When you catch yourself being annoyed, you can ask yourself, who is there to annoy and who is there to be annoyed? Realize that only egos get annoyed. And as a spiritual seeker, it's our goal to annihilate that ego, that selfish self, the self looking out for number one, as it were. So he says, thus be calmed. This is the way to calmness. This is the way to inner peace, to get away from that anxiety. He's really focusing on celebrating and being that one without a second. You know, of course, in reality, we're a very long way from this level of realization. But this is why we call our spiritual life practice. This is where we constantly walk around looking at the world we see and comparing it with the world that we learn of from the sages and trying to rectify the two of them, trying to find that inner secret, that way of transcending mind that keeps trying to define things as bits and pieces with relationships, but trying to see that self, which is evident only to itself, not to the senses and not to the mind, but that awareness is aware of, where everything is perfect, where everything is as it should be. That self is where your treasure lies. That knowing is how we find peace that passes understanding in this life.